Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here's Tremon Smith on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Quarterbacks like him are just so hard to defend, Mike, because not only can they beat you with their arm and their ability to process and spread the ball out to the other playmakers, but it's their ability to hurt you when things break down. It's just hard to defend plan B, plan C. You might defend plan A really well, but man, I'll tell you, you just can't simulate his speed in practice. You can't simulate his ability to make guys miss and extend plays. And when that coverage breaks down or that defensive front doesn't get home, he can make you pay in a lot of different ways.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now, faking the give. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week. Come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
The Steelers offense ready to see the football for the second time. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. First and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. A pass. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the defense has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll go, and it's Harris. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker, and they have turned it over on downs.
And And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the move, past the 40. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, Denver.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Broncos will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Steelers' offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more
he is in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
Boswell now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Steelers will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Broncos 7.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Broncos offense and receiver Cortland Sutton ready to get going again. And he's had an early impact on this game. Sensational start. And you know they're going to be looking his way more as this game goes on. Here's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
To the air now on 1st and 10. To the outside, hauled in by Sutton. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
That's to the former Lion, Josh Reynolds. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw yet again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage, and it sets up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
A 54-yard attempt.
What's his kick? Is good. And the Broncos are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to take over once again. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That is caught. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. A big-time play for Pittsburgh. And even 50 yards.
And after that explosive play, they have a chance to extend their lead even more, and they have had their way. The defense has had no answers for anything they've done in the passing game, and they don't find out a way to slow them down. They could be in for a long game.
Now it's Harris. It'll be a pickup of 10. That's a Steeler 1st down.
What a start to this drive. Back-to-back, 2 big plays, and after that nice long run, all of a sudden you find yourself 1st down inside the red zone.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Harris again. And this time they are ready for it. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. It's the Steelers with the early lead. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. This is caught at the 2. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. They'll run with Harris. Trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1. Ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it. And the Steelers are out to a 21-10 lead.
21. Broncos 10.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. He'll look to throw. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Edmonds.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
The Steelers offense about ready to take over once more. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Here's Harris. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. Another run here with Harris. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
After watching this quarterback carve them up for 3 first-half touchdowns, it's got to feel good, Mike, to be on the other end of it. They're going to have to do it a little bit more consistently throughout the rest of this game if they want to slow this guy down.
On 4th down, it's the former Texan Cameron Johnston to punt for the Steelers, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Broncos offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Finds his tight end, Dulcich. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick 1st down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That's caught down the field is Reynolds. And he's in. Josh Reynolds. Touchdown, Denver. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Lutz for the extra point. He's got it. The Broncos are back within 4. It's 21-17. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. This one taken at the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. So they come to the line for first down and 10. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
This one complete to Washington. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. That's Washington, the man in motion. They'll try to run for it with Harris. Here's Cameron Johnston now. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Broncos offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried the first half, it hasn't worked. On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I return to Denver after this. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. He connects. It's in the hands of Reynolds. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw again. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Denver first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. That's the second time they found him on this drive, and this one's good for 24 yards.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way,
to the goal line and in. Cortland Sutton, touchdown Broncos. That his second touchdown tonight. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Broncos extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A pass taken in by Harris. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll look to throw here on first down. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. A huge play just before the half. And even 30 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This about as short as you can get. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will tie the game at 24.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So, the late field goal brings us level. Final few seconds before halftime as the kick's away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. They're on the 30-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. 19 yards on the pickup for number 19. And it's a first down.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a third down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on third down? Third downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And this ball incomplete on third down. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and that'll set up 4th down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. A run with Harris. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle. Third down, 3 to go. And that is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. Here comes Smith on the return. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. He's got it to the tight end, Dulcich.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
2nd down and 3. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
A tight end in motion now. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. He'll drop to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. Second down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot with Mims. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by him.
And he will score again. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver. His big night continues. His third touchdown of the game.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field. And after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Lutz for the extra point. It's up and through. The Broncos will go up by 7. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. He'll start at the 4. Ho-ho! And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The visitors' offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing now from the gun. That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down. 18 yards on the pickup there and a 1st down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another 1st down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. It's a touchdown. There is a penalty marker down, but it looks like this one's going to hold up.
Offside, defense. That penalty is declined.
Boswell now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Steelers will even the score here in the 3rd. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll run here. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground. And he will have a Broncos first down as they move the chains on third down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Now this time they'll look to throw.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be very close to a first down. That's a good run there. Maybe just a couple of feet short.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a first down.
Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. 4th quarter, that's a huge first down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
They'll run. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to take this lead.
He'll look to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and that will lead to a second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Looking to convert for the 3rd time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. He finds Mims. It's complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells. So they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
Tie game, 4th quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to 1st and goal. They'll run. It's Williams. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. One more time for Williams. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Broncos. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Broncos will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Steelers offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Now, 2nd and 4. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll come up now for 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll look to throw. That is hard down the field. He's got it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Not only did they convert on 4th down, they picked up a quarter of the field. A gain of 25. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. There's that man again, another catch. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
All right, So this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Back to the air one more time. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the fourth. Final minute, one timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Here is 1st and 10. He'll tuck it and take off. And now the Steelers are going to use their third and final timeout. And they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame. Here's 2nd down. Here's Harris. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts. So mile-high salutes all around. It's a win for the Broncos. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. And in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.